First, grandparents George and Cindy Anthony announced that even though they won't come clean under oath, they will open up to millions on the Oprah Winfrey Show. But in a bizarre twist in their effort to saturate the jury pool with their version of events, the Anthonys agreed to appear on a CBS morning show. And Oprah says, let's call the whole thing off.
I already answered the question. I'm not answering it again.
Now, if you said it remains one more time, so I'm walking out this door. Okay. How dare you say that about my granddaughter? How dare you? I'm not going to answer any further.
Again, I'm not answering this question.
I'm not going to discuss that with you, sir. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to discuss anything about my daughter, sir, any further with you.
I already answered the question.
You're trying to badger me here. I don't appreciate that. I have no knowledge of that, sir.
I'm tired of getting beat up. He asked me a question, and he won't let me finish it. He's just like everybody else. They want to cut you off. Cindy, they don't want to hear the answer.
You better get this over in 5 minutes. I'm giving you 5 minutes more of my time. Otherwise, that's where I'm walking out of here.
I don't need to mic anything.
Ma'am?
I never agreed to have a mic on.
Okay. Ma'am?
I'm not micing up.
I'm over this. I'm over you. I'm over all this other stuff. Where she was.
I already answered this question.
And you believe she was fabricated.
I already answered the question. I'm not answering it again.
Now, do not ask me that again, sir, because I will walk out of here. Do not do that to me again. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I've already answered everything about this lady right here, and I've done it in the best possible way that I can, and I've told you, this is not the lady that my daughter described to me. So we can end this right now.
Straight out to Kathy Belch with WFTV, joining us from Orlando. Kathy, what happened to Oprah?
Well, I think that they were hoping to get the first interview with the Anthonys since Kaylee's remains were found, and when they decided to go on CBS tomorrow and the next day, they decided that they were not going to pursue this interview at this time. We do understand there was not going to be a studio audience for this taping on April 29th, but again, it's apparently canceled now.
But what difference would a studio audience have made, Kathy Belch?
I don't know, but that was what we were told. We were inquiring about tickets for the audience, and we're told that there would be no studio audience for the taping.
Let's unleash the lawyers. We are taking your calls live, apparently in an effort to saturate the jury pool with their version of events. The Anthonys agreed to go on the Oprah Winfrey Show. This after they refused to answer questions under oath pursuant to the law, storm out of the Q&A session, the deposition, curse out the lawyers. Apparently, Cindy Anthony, grandmother Cindy Anthony, had to be physically pulled away. Then they agreed to go on national television with the biggest game in town. That's right, the Oprah Winfrey Show. Let's go out to the lawyers. Joining me from L.A., Robin Sachs, prosecutor and author, the author of Predators and Child Molesters, What Every Parent Needs to Know to Keep Kids Safe. Raymond Giudice, veteran defense attorney out of Atlanta, and Jason Oceans, defense attorney joining us out of New York. First to you, Ray Giudice. I'm sure if you were Tot Mom's lawyer, you would be advising the entire family to shut their pie hole. There's really no nice way to say it. Be quiet. So why go on the Oprah Winfrey Show and give your version? You will be locked into that testimony at trial.
Well, it's just another bungled attempt by either Mr. Baez or whatever is called the defense team to cast any kind of at least neutral image and put a fair idea of a fair trial in the jurors' minds before they come to the jury trial. It's been mishandled from day one, and it's just another chapter in that.
What about it, Oceans?
Yeah, listen, I like to agree with Ray, and you really want to control your entire process as defense counsel. And they're not represented by Mr. Baez. Obviously, he represents Kaylee, and I would hope that he would be able to exert some influence.
Okay, you know what, Jason?
Yeah.
Make some sense for me, all right? You'd hope he could exert influence. It's over. They're already doing the show. They already agreed to do Oprah. Obviously, they have not exerted influence, so well, what is the point?
Perhaps.
If they know this is going to hurt them at trial, why would they go on these TV shows like the biggest show you can get on is Oprah?
Nancy, it's desperation on their part, on the part of the parents. Their daughter is up for the death penalty, and they're drawing at straws in the hope that somehow they can influence the jury pool.
Okay, Oceans, you know what? I think you're right about that.
Thanks, Nancy.
To Robin Sachs, prosecutor and author, what do you make of it, Robin?
Well, I think that if they make their way onto the Oprah Winfrey Show, the Anthony family feels that they hit the jackpot if they can get Oprah to sympathize with them in any way whatsoever. Everybody knows that everyone listens to Oprah.
Put Robin Sachs, put the lawyers back up. Robin, you know Oprah Winfrey is a violent crime victim herself. She didn't grow up on Easy Street. She came out of the projects. She clawed her way to the top. Now, do you think she would have been sympathetic to them, or just listen to their story rationally?
I absolutely agree with you. I don't think that she would be sympathetic to them. However, she would be giving them the place to be able to be heard, which could have the effect of being able to influence the jury pool or the people who stay home and watch TV at 3 in the afternoon.
You know, let's go to Mark Class, president and founder of Class Kids Foundation. Mark, I agree. Oprah would not have not necessarily been sympathetic to them, but she certainly wouldn't be rude. That's just not the way she handles her guests. And what it would have done is give them a national platform, which would have probably been played over and over and over on repeats, but they've lost that opportunity. Thoughts?
Well, yeah, but given Oprah's background, given Oprah's integrity, it would not have been an easy ride for them on her show. I have to agree with all the lawyers. This is a situation, every time these people open their mouths, they generate ill will with the public. The best thing they can do right now is lock the doors, lock the windows, and order in pizza until this trial starts.
To Dr. Lillian Glass, psychologist, why can't people just keep their lips together? Is that hard before trial?
Well, it is for Cindy Anthony because she's very narcissistic and very manipulative, and that's what she's trying to do.